Opeyemi, ojoojúmọ́ ni màá ṣọpẹ́ fún ìfẹ́ tèmi.
Hey people, what's happening?
Hi, people.
This girl just wants to be involved in everything. Like,
Yeah.
she's actually meant to go to bed now, but she insisted on staying up. So, you know, if during this vlog you see Michaela just doze off, because that's how she does, then don't be surprised. And
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
Don't be surprised. Okay, what's going on, guys? I hope you're well. We're back.
Yep.
So welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back, people.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So straight to the point, we took your feedback on board. You know, you guys have told us what you want to hear, and obviously we listen to you. We're letting you
We're
know
listeners.
that we are good listeners. Okay? And therefore, what are we talking about today?
We are continuing on our pregMANcy journey.
Our pregMANcy journey.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a part 2 or the concluding part of our pregnancy.
Part 2 of 2.
Is it part 2 of 2? Part 2 of 2.
Hopefully, if we don't talk too much, and then we have to actually make it part 3.
No, there'll be part 3 and 4 for subsequent pregnancies.
Hey! Prophetic word.
Yeah, part 3 and 4 for subsequent pregnancies. So yeah, we're just gonna go straight to labor.
Straight to labor.
Now, before Labor Day, obviously, you've had your bags packed.
Definitely. I think that's number 1 thing. Have your bags packed.
Yeah.
Don't leave it to the last minute. Me, I was extra. I was packing and repacking every day. And like buying stuff and adding and taking away. And
Yeah, I feel like your bag was ready like 3 months before. Like 3 months before. Which
the bag was ready from when I found out I was pregnant.
no, like 3 months before, which actually makes sense in terms of obviously you need to prepare for unforeseen circumstances.
That's true.
Now the baby might come a bit early. That's not what we pray for, but obviously
It happens.
you're realistic about stuff. So I think the bag should be ready from way
Definitely.
before. What do you have in the bag?
And not just, wow, you're putting me on check now. Wow, okay. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. What I had in my bag is
You're gonna say
everything.
something before that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's about the bags. But first of
Okay.
all, what I had in my bag was, you can just Google it. Baby bag, just the basics. Obviously, clothes for baby, bibs. Usually, actually, it's actually clothes. Like I bought all those kind of clothes made in 2014 or born in 2015 or welcome to the world. You know those kind of clothes that you can buy so you can, you know, take pictures of the baby. But I think what's important that we forget sometimes is bag for mummy as well. Because mummy needs a bag too. Sometimes you don't know how long mummy's gonna stay in the hospital for.
Yeah.
So obviously you have your bag with your, should I say it, baby?
What's that?
Your granny knickers.
True.
Because you
True.
need those. You need what do you?
They come in handy.
They come in handy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grandma knickers. Big.
Okay.
The bigger the better.
Okay, so she had the bags packed, yeah, and she told me right from time, baby, this is where the bag is, just in case it happens. Every morning when she goes out, she tells me, baby, remember, it can happen today.
Yeah.
So be ready. So obviously, as the guy, you need to know where the bag is.
Definitely, because you're probably gonna be the driver. You're gonna probably be the one that has to get everything.
Has to get the bags and everything. Okay, so, well, glory be to God. Michaela did not come early, okay? So she didn't come 3 months before the time. She didn't come 2 weeks before the time.
She didn't even come on time.
So she didn't come on time, and we said it already. She came 9 days late.
9 days late.
Okay.
And now this has to be taken in the context. It was a very stressful period for us because it has to be taken in the context that Michaela's due date was actually the date that my immediate younger sister was
getting married.
It was her traditional.
Okay, our engagements.
And then the week after was her wedding day. So either way, I was in a tight position.
No, talking about that, yeah. I remembered. Sorry, I don't know what you were saying, but I'll let you finish. But I just remembered something. Talking about the engagement, I'm talking about her sister's wedding.
Look at the people.
Basically, what happened, yeah? What happened was, so we went to the engagement ceremony, where obviously it's a traditional ceremony. We went normally. She was heavily pregnant. You know.
Heavily, like
very heavy. Maybe
nose spread, color change, everything.
New. I'll try and put a picture there. So hopefully put a picture. I'll put a picture.
Oh, you think it's one of those ones? See a picture.
Yeah.
Now
I'll put a picture.
You won't. You won't. Okay.
So you feel a picture of what? Don't worry, you guys. I'll put a picture for you.
So guys, as promised, here's a picture of the lovely Opeyemi on the engagement day. I'm sorry I couldn't get a clear picture. And there's another random one I found. Yeah, hopefully.
You want to
So you see,
house.
so you see, so you see what she looked like. She was like, but yeah, so she was heavily pregnant. But see her dancing. She was carrying Michaela like this, carrying Michaela, dancing with the big belly.
I know one agree. I was like, I didn't want them to.
She was really dancing, and everybody was like, sister, calm down. She was like, Opie, cool down. Opie, please sit down. Opie, don't do this. And she was like, I'm fine. This was our delivery date, our actual delivery date.
But secretly, I wanted Michaela to come out that day because I was thinking, you know, when you're not knowledge, when you're ignorant, I was thinking, if Michaela comes out today, by 3 days, you know, I can be at the wedding next week.
Yeah.
You know,
so the wedding was the week after, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. Go on.
So that's what I was thinking. If I do this, you know, she comes back.
Yeah.
Just.
So we're hoping she would come that night or the next morning, especially after all the dancing, you know. But Michaela was chilling.
She was chilling.
Michaela was chilling like, no, I'm not ready to come out yet.
To come out.
You guys need to chill.
And the funny thing is, she don't chill now. Not at all. She don't chill.
So, yeah. And then, so when did we now start having the first signs?
The first sign, you know what, sometimes women, I don't know if this happens to you, but sometimes your body can lie to you. Like sometimes in the middle of the night, because obviously I had a notion that pregnancy, labor only starts in the middle of the night. You know when you see those, Nigerian videos, like, hey, that's what I was thinking. So every night, I'll be like, but there was nothing.
There was nothing. She was just raising false alarm.
I was actually doing Nollywood drama. That's what I was doing. And Ayo's mom was around there, and bless mommy. Mommy would actually crave my indulgence. Like she'd actually be, are you okay? This one would just roll over. Anyway,
so the first sign. Wait. Okay, yeah, go on.
First sign was a Friday.
Was it Friday?
It was Friday because that was gonna be my sister's court wedding day.
Okay, so Friday. So basically, the engagement ceremony of Ayo, you've met her in one of the vlogs.
Yeah.
She had an engagement on the Saturday, and then on the Friday of the next week, that's where we had the first signs.
The first payment.
Which was at what time?
It was early in the morning because we were supposed to go for the court wedding. About 3
a.m. or 2 a.m. So about 3 a.m.
So now it's
and then and then she called me and said, baby, she was like, oh, I'm in pain. And we're like, could this be it? Obviously my mom was around, and we're like, mom, of course, is having pains, and with obviously contractions. The pains are contractions, isn't it? Contractions. So she was like, oh baby, I'm in pain. Anyways, mom was like, oh, how is it? What's the scale of the pain from 1 to 10? What did you say it was?
I was like 10.
She was like, oh, it's about 9 or 10. Anyway, she was still holding it. Mom was like, I don't think it's time.
You want to sleep?
Mom was like, I don't think it's time. But I was just like, you know what, for safety and for precaution, let us go. So we got into the car. Everybody bundled up. Got into the car.
With the baby bag.
With our baby bag. And we went to the hospital. And then...
we got to the hospital. I walked to the hospital. I walked from the car park with no issues, but I still went. Anyway.
So when we got to the reception, and then I told the guys at the reception, I was like, sorry, excuse me, I think my wife is having a baby. My wife is having a baby. And the guy was just like, oh, okay. He was writing something, and then he picked up the phone. He was talking for like 10 minutes, not doing anything. No respect. And I'm like, my wife is having a baby. Like, I thought they would be quick. Oh my God, let's go. But obviously, when they had seen her, they were like, who is your wife? I was like, she. They were like, this one is not ready.
I think I even said me.
They were like, this one is not ready to have a baby. Right. Okay. But then, what happened?
They put us on triage.
Okay.
They put us on triage because I was like, I think I was just overwhelmed with everything. So I was like, I'm not feeling Michaela move as much. So they were watching her and watching me. Then they discharged.
Then obviously they sent us back
home.
Because it wasn't time, really. It wasn't time. So we went
wasn't.
back home and they said, okay, keep walking, keep dancing. Then you had this big ball. What's that ball called?
I don't even know what it's it's not a pregnancy. Is it a pregnancy ball? But people use it in other stuff.
I'll try to find a link or something.
That
for it.
one will be here.
So it was lemon. It was really big, and she was rolling on it every day.
Yeah.
I was using it to play as well when I was bored. So she was rolling on it, and we were trying to do some floor exercises or whatever and everything. Fast forward now to
The next day,
which
early
was
in the morning.
Saturday.
No, this was the killer. So that Friday night, because we were like, oh, since Michaela didn't come on Friday, she ain't coming until we say so.
Yeah.
So I asked my friend to go to the tailor to get my clothes. I went to the barber's.
Wait. This is clothes for the wedding on Saturday. Okay? So we had the initial signs on the Friday. Since we were sent back home, we were like, it's fine. We'll be able to go for our wedding on the Saturday. So quickly, I went to have a haircut.
And I got my friend to get my stuff from the tailor. I even wore it. I tried everything on. I was gonna turn up. I was ready. Anyway, so we slept, and then I woke up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, this is actually real pain.
And then she was like, I was like, okay, so what's the scale now? She was like, it was 10 times more than yesterday's pain. So I was now a bit more convinced that, okay, this is the real deal. You know, called mom again, bless her. We all got into the car.
Went to the hospital.
And then we went to the hospital. She was in a bit more pain as well. Obviously, they put her in the, was it triage again?
Triage room, yeah.
Put her in the triage, obviously doing the necessary checks. Doctors, you know about all these things. And then what happened?
Only to find out I'm just 1 centimeter.
So she was 1 centimeter at that time. And we're just like, oh, okay, no worries. We'll go quick. Meanwhile, what started happening was...
See this guy, he's not serious at all. So meanwhile, let me just set the scene. I am in disgusting pain. Like, it's a pain that you can't even describe. If people say to you it's like a period pain, it's a lie. If people say to you it's like a paper cut, it's a lie. It's indescribable. Then Mr. Opeyemi,
let's not make them scared though.
Oh no, don't be scared. Oh, it's beautiful. It's great. It's great. You know, it's like ice cream on a summer day. But yeah, so then Ayo comes.
So she was in pain, and obviously, as a good husband, I was sharing the pain.
Yeah, indeed.
All of a sudden, I don't know where it came from, my tummy started hurting.
Ayo started having labor.
I was in pain. I was in mad pain.
To the point that they couldn't focus on me anymore.
So as she was screaming and saying yay, me too, I was like, ah.
No, baby, I wasn't saying yay.
What were you saying?
Because a few people think I'm Raz. I'm actually not Raz. I'm I was like, ooh.
You're like,
ouch.
So she was like, oh my god, pain. And me too, I was like, oh my god, pain. Basically, I had stomach upset. I had the bug or whatever it was.
He actually disappeared for like 30 to 45 minutes.
You know,
it was that bad, like I didn't know where I was.
I was complaining, you know, they said they were now attending to me as well. You know, what painkiller?
You can imagine the doctors that were supposed to be attending to me are attending to Ayo. Like,
they were prescribing painkillers for me.
And it was such a joke that Ayo's mom was even like, Ayo, Bami, stop it. But we actually thought he was just trying to seek attention.
But it wasn't a joke. You know, I don't know if God just wanted me to feel a bit of pain.
No. You can never feel a bit of her pain.
It was a bit of the pain because I had never felt such pain before. And then I was holding my tummy and walking. I had salt water. I had painkillers that I usually don't use. I was going to the bathroom and back. It was terrible.
It was awful.
It was terrible. So, but I was just praying that let me not miss my baby. I was praying that let me not miss my baby because I was actually away for a while. But then I came back.
Came back stronger, better, ready to sleep.
To the room. Now I don't know what time this was. We're probably not going to be able to tell you the exact timings for everything. But after now being there for a while,
we're there for I remember the timings.
Okay.
It was there for 4 hours. We got there in the morning. It was at 9 o'clock that they said. Oh, so 9 o'clock of the Saturday. So bear in mind, I'm already upset that I missed my sister's wedding.
Family were at
the turn up
Ayo's wedding, which we wanted to be.
At.
But obviously we had now realized that we were not going to be there and we're just going to have our baby.
Yeah.
So we started focusing on prayers for safe delivery.
So from 9 a.m. when I moved to the ward, I was slowly dilating.
She was slowly dilating. Now, should we? I'm echoing you. So should we draw out something there? Now, while she was in pain and everything, so they gave her, what were you taking? Painkillers?
I'm taking
Paracetamol and codeine.
Yeah.
Paracetamol and codeine. So she was taking that. It was not really helping.
It wasn't.
And then they suggested what?
Pethidine.
Pethidine. Pethidine. Do you know how to spell it?
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell it. But pethidine, Google it. And they gave her this pethidine, which
did not help me.
Did not help. And what
It
did
might
you
help
feel?
some people.
What did you feel happened?
My contractions slowed down.
It slowed down the process for us.
Yeah, it was
okay
awful.
Because it was quick before. It was like, oh, okay, every half an hour she was doing 1 centimeter.
No, baby. It's like there was progress, but when I had the
when you did the pethidine, it stopped.
It stopped. I stopped having contractions.
And then you started feeling a bit dizzy as well, isn't it?
Yeah, sick and dizzy.
And sleepy as well.
Sleepy. I slept. Yeah, I slept for a little while.
So we went to the ward now, and then
just little things they were telling us to do, like walk up and down.
Yeah.
In the hospital, and just walk up and down, do what you can.
Yeah.
It was a long one. It was actually a long one.
So it was a long one. Maybe we should start moving a bit further now. So so we went there, and what then happened? So you slept for a bit because you were really tired?
Basically, to cut a long story short, from 9 a.m. I did not have any contractions until, let's say, about 6 in the evening that night. Then the contractions came again, but they were slow, very slow.
So from 9 a.m. to 6, that's
PM.
That's how long?
That's the wedding, practically over. The wedding was over. Like
that's almost 12 hours.
It's almost 12 hours.
That's about 9 hours.
Still
of
taking
nothing happening.
Yeah, of nothing.
And she was still in pain.
And I hadn't gone past 4 centimeters,
which
is the.
So at this time we were getting a bit frustrated.
Yeah.
She was crying.
I was upset.
I was just there, just trying to comfort her.
I was like this. Sorry, babe.
No, I didn't sleep.
No, baby. Sometimes you did. Mum was the one holding.
For her.
No, Mum was holding me down. Shout out to Mommy Davis.
Shout out to Mommy Davis. Shout out to me as well, bro.
She was okay. I give you shot. Shot.
Anyway. So we were there, and then obviously my mom being a pastor, we based on our background, we were praying. I never knew how much of a prayer warrior I was.
You have to be prayed up because. The way the books tell you and the way they tell you, like, you kind of think you'll follow a process, but different things happen at different times. No one could tell you that. They told me to have a bath. Oh yeah, they told me to have a bath. I did. A bath, the least enjoyable bath I've ever had in my life. Yeah, but you just have to do it. And then my waters broke, so I was like, hallelujah.
And then waters broke, I was like, baby is coming.
It. She's coming.
And then, we started, she was even happy.
I was
like,
even happy my
baby,
mood changed.
Things are going to happen, do you understand? And then the delivery.
That's where you hear women on 100. Like, they're like... And me with my mousse, I was like, I don't want to scream. I don't want to scream. And then I was like, baby, just let it out. But the thing is, I was trying to reserve my energy because I was tired. So that's another thing.
That's because obviously now she was tired. We had been there since what time? Since very early hours of Saturday morning. Yeah. This was now what?
Early. Well, we're going to the next
Sunday
day.
morning.
Sunday morning.
We're now in Sunday morning. Early hours of Sunday morning.
So,
and then.
Mika slept now.
Mika slept, by the way.
Yes.
So early hours of Sunday morning, and then gone.
And then they decided that we should go to the actual where you have a separate room, birth room.
Yeah.
And that's when you think it starts. But my dilation was really, really slow.
Really slow.
So they decided to induce me.
Okay, yeah.
The pain of induction is not a pain you ever want to feel in your life, but I won't describe it to you because I don't want to scare anyone.
Okay.
Michaela, short of it, this is what Michaela does when she's sleeping. She's actually sleeping. This look what this girl does to me. After 3 days of labor, is this nice?
Stop.
Is it nice?
So she was taking a lot of gas and air. She was taking a lot of gas and air. I was beside her all this while, and I was like, baby, slow down with the gas and air, slow down. She was like, no. She would take it. And I felt like the gas and air was making her dizzy. She was looking like she was drunk, if you like. And then I was like, baby, slow down with the gas and air. She was fighting with me, basically, no, I need it. Do you understand? Obviously, me. What
do I know?
And I think, just from a man's perspective, it's good to be there, obviously, for that support, but it's actually a lot it takes a man to be in that room watching your wife go through so much pain
and you're
not able to do anything about it. So at some point I was actually very emotional.
At some point, baby, these are our family now. Like, you don't need to form for them. Okay. Tell them how it is.
I cried.
Yes.
I was crying.
Yes.
So I was crying, but obviously I didn't let her know I was crying. So I always went to the bathroom to clean my tears, to wipe my eyes, and my mom would also come and console me. We would go back, we were praying, we were singing.
We're having praise and worship.
We're singing and praying. Obviously they would have known that there's some very spiritual Christians here. And then what then happened was, obviously they told her everything was happening slowly, the doctors were coming and going. Before we knew what was going on, obviously they pressed a red button.
That Michaela's heart rate.
Yeah, that the heart rate was dropping and stuff like that. I got really scared. We got really scared. And then they told me they had to take her to the inner room to get Michaela out, basically. And then that's why I was like, no, we didn't plan for this. But they were not even asking for my opinion. They were like, they have to do this now to save mother and child. So immediately they drew her. I just told her, the last thing I told her was like, I love you, baby. And they wheeled her out of the delivery room, and then that's when my mom and myself, we started serious prayers.
Oh yeah. Because I remember saying, I was like, baby, look after my baby.
Yeah, and then she was saying silly things.
I actually thought,
and it was really traumatic for us. It was really emotional, but we thank God. So I called my pastor as well.
Just so people understand, because they actually put me, Jesus, they actually put me to sleep.
Yeah.
So they actually put me to sleep because they weren't sure that Michaela was gonna come out breathing, is what they was worried about.
Yeah.
So Ayo couldn't be there because it was actually like an operation.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and it was like very quick. So they went in. I called my pastor. I called everyone I knew. I was like, please pray. I don't want anything to happen to my wife and to my baby. So prayers were going up, and then we thank God. Very quick. Everything happened very quick. After about 10-15 minutes, they brought Michaela to me, my baby. They brought Michaela, the lovely Michaela, and I was just like, oh my God. I just held Michaela and I was just like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. My mom was just like, congratulations. I was so emotional, like, you never see me that way. And then I immediately, obviously, where's my wife? That's the next question. Where's my wife? Where's my wife? They're like, she's doing fine, she's recovering. They're gonna bring her out in a bit, half an hour. Okay, they brought Opeyemi as well. She was still sleeping, and she was just she couldn't even talk or see much, but she was just like, yeah, baby. She did it. She didn't say baby, and she was just like this, and I was just like, yes. And then I showed her Michaela, and then she now went back to sleep smiling. And that was the story. That's the end of the labor story. Yeah. So it was a lot when we remember these things, but then we just remember about God's faithfulness. God is faithful. He would not go back on his word. You understand?
Because it's such a the actual birth is actually a thing. I know it's something that people take for granted because obviously women have babies all the time, but women die in childbirth all the time.
It's the grace of God.
Babies die all the time.
It's the grace of God. So if you're going to pick anything from this video, if you don't pick anything at all, just remember that you need to pray. It's the grace of God, and let's not take God's grace for granted. For child delivery is by God's grace. So we thank God. God gave us the lovely Michaela. She's been a child of joy since then.
And anyone who knows her, this girl, number one character. But
yeah. So hopefully you've learned one or two things. Yes. Hopefully you've learned about the labor and delivery, which you wanted to hear about. Let us know your comments or your feedback and your thoughts
about it. Any questions as well.
And any questions, feel free to send an email if you want to ask any private questions as well. We are happy to share and respond to you. Email will be in our... we'll put it in the description as well. Okay? Or maybe we'll put it here. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Alright guys, have a good week, and God bless you. Yep. Bye. Bye.